The Quran in Rhyme by Shariq Ali Khan. Surah 1. The Opening. In Allah's glory, the most forgiving, full of mercy. All praise be for Allah, the guardian of all beings, the most forgiving, full of mercy, Master of Judgment Day. Only you we serve, and only your help we crave. Guide us along the way that is straight, the exalted way of those whom you've blessed with your grace, who don't deserve disgrace and do not go astray. Surah 2. The Cow. In Allah's glory, the most forgiving, full of mercy. Alif Lam Mim. Here is the book. It contains guidance for those with piety, who believe in the unseen, serve me reliably, and give from what I provide to charity, and believe what I have sent to you and sent before your time, and have certainty in the afterlife. These are guided by their guardian Lord, and to prosperity they rise. To those who try to hide, it is the same. If they are warned or not warned, they won't believe otherwise. Allah has sealed their hearts and their ears, and their eyes are screened, and they will receive a terrible penalty. Of mankind some say, we believe in Allah and the last day, but they don't believe this way. Gladly they would mislead Allah and those who believe, but they only mislead their own, and they don't even know. Their hearts are diseased. Allah increases their disease, and they will receive a terrible penalty, since they are their own worst enemies. When they are told, don't spread mischief on the earth, they say, we only want peace. No, indeed, they make mischief, but they don't realize it. When they are told, believe as other men believe, they say, shall we believe as fools believe? No, indeed, they are the fools, but they don't see it. When they meet those who believe, they say, we believe. But when they're alone with their demons, they speak, indeed, we are with you, we were only joking. Allah will throw back on them their mocking, and let them go without a rope, so they will go looking. These are the ones who have exchanged guidance forever, but their business makes no profit, and they are lost forever. Their parable is like that of a man who started a fire. When it burnt his surroundings, Allah took away their light and left them in total darkness, so they lost all sight. Deaf, dumb, and blind, they won't find the way anymore. Or compare it to a dense cloud in the sky with layers of thunder and lightning bolts. They press their fingers into their ears to silence the thunder's roar, terrified of 1,000 deaths their while, and Allah always surrounds those who try to hide. The lightning takes away their sight every time the light shows the way they walk, and when darkness falls they are still. And if Allah willed, He could take away their abilities of hearing and seeing. Indeed, Allah is above everything, overpowering. O mankind, obey your guardian who created you and those before to learn what is right, who has made the earth your place and the sky your roof, and sent down water from the sky, to grow fruit with it to provide for your supply. So place not others next to Allah if you are indeed wise. And if you doubt what I have sent over time to my serviceman, try to write a surah alike, and use for support if you have other than Allah, if your doubts are true. But if you cannot, and surely you cannot, then fear the fire that consumes men and stones like fuel, which is prepared for those who try to hide. But give hope to those who believe by doing worship and deeds, then in the afterlife they will have gardens with streams. Every time they will eat fruit from it, they will say, well, this is what we ate in our past lives, because they are given similar things, and they will have pure friends, and they will dwell therein. Allah refrains not from examples, low and high equal. Those who believe know that it is the truth from their guardian. But those who try to hide say, what does Allah mean with this example? In this way He makes many grow astray, and many He leads to the right way. But He doesn't cause to stray except those who forsake. Those who break the bond with Allah after it is bound, and who avoid what Allah has ordered to be followed, and make trouble on the earth, these cause only their own loss. How can you try to hide from Allah, knowing you were lifeless and He gave you life? Then He will cause you to die and will again bring you to life, and again back with Him you will arrive. It is He who has created for you all on the earth's face. On top of that He designed the sky, as He ordered the sky's 7 layers, and about everything He is intricately aware. Well, your guardian told the angels, I will place a representative on the earth. They asked, will you place there one who will spread trouble and bloodshed? While all the time you are praised by us and exalted. He said, I know what you don't. And he taught Adam about everything. Then he placed it all before the angels, asking, tell me about these things if you are rightly guided. They said, exalted are you, we have no knowledge apart from what you have taught us. Indeed, you know all, and you are the wisest. He said, O Adam, tell them about everything. When he had told them everything, Allah said, didn't I tell you that I know all the secrets of the heavens and the earth? And I know what you reveal and what you conceal. And look, I told all the angels bow to Adam, and they bowed, unlike Iblis. He refused it, and he disobeyed and became of those who try to hide. I said, Adam, dwell with your wife in the garden and eat plenty as you like. But don't come near this one tree or you will be ruined. Then Satan deceived them out of the garden and made them lose the innocent state they had been in. I said, get down all of you, each other's enemies. On the earth will be your place of life for a while to earn a means. Then Adam was inspired by his guardian, and his guardian turned to him, since he is the most pardoning, the most forgiving. I said, go away, all of you, and whenever, as is guaranteed, guidance comes to you from me, whoever follows me when they are being guided, they shall not fear, nor shall they grieve. But those who try to hide and divert from my signs, their penalty will be the fire. They will retire, dwelling in it. Children Israels, remember the big favor that I did, and fulfill your promise to me, as I fulfill mine to you, and fear none but me. And believe in what I have sent, confirming what is with you, and don't be the first to try to hide, nor sell my signs for a small price, and fear me and me only. And cover not truth with falsehood, nor conceal the truth when you know it, and be steadfast in prayer, give to charity regularly, and bow down your heads with those who bow down to worship. Do you tell the people to be guided, and you forget it? Although you study the script, why don't you understand it, and plead to me with patience and service? It is indeed difficult except for those who keep a decent spirit, who keep in mind with certainty that they must meet their guardian, and are aware that to Allah they will return. And remember, Moses said to his folks, indeed Allah commands that you sacrifice a cow. They said, are you perhaps joking? He said, I beg Allah not to be fooling. They said, ask on our behalf your guardian to explain which cow it could be. He says the cow should neither be too old nor too young, but of middle growth. Now do what you are told. They said, ask on our behalf your guardian to tell us its color. He says the cow is ochre, strong in tone, making proud its owner. They said, ask on our behalf your guardian to tell us which cow it is. Indeed, to us all cows look alike. If Allah wishes, He will guide. He says a cow not trained to till the soil or water the field, without blemish, healthy. They said, now you have brought the truth. Then they sacrificed it, but not in a good mood. Remember, someone took a life, and you were fighting over this crime, and Allah wanted you to find what some tried to hide. So I said, whip the corpse with the cow's hide. So Allah brought the dead back to life, and showed you His signs, perhaps you would be wise. Since then your hearts became hard like a rock, or even harder. For among rocks there are such that send out rivers. Others, when split asunder, send forth water. yet others which sink for fear of Allah, and Allah is not ignorant about what you do. Can you hope that they will believe you, seeing that some heard Allah's word and changed it intentionally after they had understood it? Well, when they meet those who believe, they say, "We believe." But when they meet each other secretly, they speak. If you tell them what Allah had revealed, they might argue about it before your guardian, don't you see? Don't they know that Allah knows what they declare and what they keep secret? And there are among them illiterates who don't know the scrolls but see therein profit, and they don't think much about it. A warning to those who write the book using scribes, and then say this is from Allah to sell it for a small price. A warning to them for what they write and for the gain they make thereby. And they say, the fire shall not touch us but for a few counted days. Say, have you taken a promise from Allah? Because Allah never breaks the promise that He makes. Or do you say of Allah things of which you are not aware? No way those who seek gain by evil means and are guided by crimes are people of the fire, therein they will retire. And those who believe by doing worship and deeds are people of the garden, therein they will retire. And remember, I bound a bond on Israel's children, commanding, worship none apart from Allah only. Treat with kindness your parents, your relatives, the orphans, and the needy. Speak nicely to the people, serve me regularly, and give regularly to charity. Then you deviated except a few, and you even turn away presently. And remember, I bound a bond on you to shed no blood amongst each other, nor to expel your own people explicitly. This you solemnly ratified, as you can testify. After this it is you, the same tribe, who slay among your own, and repel a party from your kind out of their homes. Help enemies against them in blame and persecution. And when they are sold to you as slaves, then you release them. But you were forbidden to enslave them in the first place. Then is it only one part of the book that you accept, and do you reject the rest? But what is the reward for those among you who behave like this, but disgrace in this life? And on the last day they will be given the most grievous penalty, for Allah doesn't ignore what you do. These are the people who buy the life of this world at the price of the hereafter. Their penalty shall not be eased, nor shall for them be any helper. I gave Moses the book and sent after him many messengers. I allowed Mary's son Jesus to work miracles and sent to him the archangel Gabriel, the Holy Spirit. Why, every time a messenger arrives with something you don't like, do you feel pride? Some you rejected, some you killed. They say our hearts are fully packed. No, Allah curses them for hiding. They have hardly believed. And when they receive a book from Allah confirming what is with them, despite their long-lasting prayers for victory against those in hiding, when something arrives they should have recognized, they try to hide. That is why Allah curses all those who are in hiding. Low is the price for which they have bargained away their lives by hiding what Allah is sending. They feel envious that Allah sends His book to any of His liking, attracting disaster after disaster. Disaster is the penalty for those in hiding. When they are told, believe in what Allah is sending, they say, we believe in what we had been receiving, and they try to hide anything, even if it is the truth, confirming their own script. Say, why did you kill Allah's prophets in the past if you believed it? They came to you, Moses, with miracles, but you worshipped the calf respectively, and you have been very mean. And remember, I took your oath and raised for you Mount Sinai, saying, hold on firmly and follow the law I have given. They said, we hear and we disobey. And they had to drink into their hearts of the taint of the calf because of their hiding in faithlessness. Tell them, useless are the achievements of your faith if you have any faith. Ask them, if the last home with Allah is for you especially and not for anyone else, then wish for death if you are confident. But they will never wish for death because of their bad investment, and Allah is well acquainted with the wicked. You will find they are the greediest for a long life, even more than those who do combined worship. Each of them wants to live for 1,000 years, but such life won't save him from my punishment, because Allah sees all the crimes that they have committed. Tell them, whoever is an enemy to Gabriel, since by Allah's will he reveals, confirming the previous and guidance and hope for those who believe. Whoever is an enemy to Allah and His angels and His messengers, and to Gabriel and Michael likewise, well, Allah is an enemy to those who try to hide. I have sent you signs, and none reject them but those who don't use their minds. Isn't it that each time they swear an oath, some of them throw it aside, most of them are blind.